DJ Dance versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Just jumping ahead. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to leave the music going. I've got Aaron Ocho over here that's handling the cameras, moving around for us. We have an issue in the other range, so I have got to run in there. So enjoy what we've got, but we will, once we get to the gold medal match and the bronze medal match, it is game on. All right, I'm going to already apologize. We got a little overzealous and moved the camera from the other range into here. So that means that we don't have any coverage for the barebow group. There's no hidden meaning behind that. That was just us getting a little overzealous on getting everything ready and not thinking through that there was going to still be a match in there. But once they get down to the final 8, which this first one, I believe they move into here. It may be the top 4. So what's happening right now, we have the top 16 archers that are U18 all the way down to U13. We grouped them by male, female, didn't matter. We went strictly off a score, ranked them from 1st to 16 per division, compound, recurve, and barebow, and they will be shooting off head-to-head until we get to the gold medal match. Top 6 get paid, and, of course, the big money is winning the whole thing. So what's going to happen is they're going to shoot 5 ends for recurve. It's match play, so someone can win in 3 ends on a match play. So if they win, if they have the highest score on the first end, the first end, they get 2 points. If it ties, it's 1 point. First person to 5 wins. For compound, it's a little different. It's 5 ends, and it's a cumulative score. So there's a total of 150 points that you can get, and you're going to shoot 100. You're going to shoot those 5 ends, and whoever has the highest score moves on. If there is a tie, it'll be a one arrow shoot off, closest to the center. Winner moves on. Right now, I believe this is the first practice in. If you go out there, you can see your archers. And whoever they're shooting next to is who they are competing against. Just so you know. And I did not get a list of who is on what bale. So I do know that on the far left, you have Chap Post, which is ranked number 1, and on the far right, you're having Ethan Chan. And Ethan is going against, I can see, so Chap is going against, who is that? Manuela. And Ethan is going against, who was that? Micah Z. I believe this is their last practice in, and then we are going right into scoring. And I got to tell you, for us to pull off starting this thing at 4:30, it was pretty awesome. So we had our last our last time, our line was at 12. It ended right around 3:30. By 4 o'clock, not 3:30, right around 3:15. By about 3:30. 3:45, we were announcing awards, and by 4:15, we were handing out lane assignments, and we've already announced the top 16 for the youth, and the adults just got announced. So all the kids, they had an idea of where they fell. Some of them already had made it because of how they already knew. So, for example, if there was 20 in the division and there was 4 archers left to shoot, then you know that, or let's just say 8 archers were left to shoot. The top 8 were already in, because even if those other top 8 had done better scores than them, then they would have still been in the tournament. Like Rick Stonebreaker, he was number 1. So everyone else, there was 16 people left. Or 15 people left. So if he got beat by everybody, he was in 16th place. So we are a little blind in the other room, unfortunately. I don't like that, but it is what it is. We have everything set up and ready to go now. In here, it's really just one end or one round in there, maybe 2. I don't remember how they're doing it. They're consolidating at some point into this range. And once they consolidate in here, we'll have a better idea of who's who that's moving on. But hope you guys have enjoyed it. There's been a lot of live streaming. We've had a lot of we've had some youth archers up here. We've got a youth archer right now handling the cameras. Scoring is exactly the same for compound. The little X that's about a penny, that is a 10. The rest of the yellow is a 9. For compound and for recurve, it's different. So it looks like we did go into scoring. I'm just kind of looking down there to see who is shooting against who. They're lowering the scorecards because these kids can't reach them. That's funny. All right.
I got all the signs, but I couldn't run then. I don't blame myself, couldn't see it coming. I know now, that's how they do it. They drag you in, just to leave you feeling stupid. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. You should never have to make excuses for his behavior towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change, no matter how hard you try. Hey, don't call me up.
All right, you can see now what is going on down there. I'm going to try to see who is who, so you kind of explain what the scores are. So everyone on top is compound, everyone on bottom is recurve. That's why you see the points. So the on top, it's they're shooting for a 150, would be a perfect score. Each round is worth 30 points. On recurves, you have, let me go ahead and, on recurve, it's going to be match play. So on the left, on the right side of the screen, you have Crash and Case shooting against each other. You have John Michael and looks like Julia Cook. No, that's not John Michael. Let me zoom in. Oh, yeah, that's Adam Shackelford shooting against Julia. John Michael looks like he's got a bye. Person didn't show up, I'm guessing. You have Noah shooting against Keegan. Rendon shooting against Peyton. Sam against, looks like it's against Andrew Z. Peyton against Emery. You have Logan. I got to look up the other kid's name there. Let me look that up real quick. Logan. So that would be Aiden Malloy shooting against Logan Saxon. Right now, looks like Julia Cook has a 1-point lead on Adam. Noah and Keegan are tied. We have Rendon leading Peyton Smith. Go back to the overview so we can see the scores. Let's see. Actually, go back to the archers for me. All right, so Ethan Chan on the left. You have Micah Z. You have, it's hard to see. Okay, that's Natalie Chacombe. I think she was the one that just won our scholarship. You have Benjamin that's behind her. You have Elise. You have Matthew. You have Madeline. Doriti. I'm sorry, I'm butchering names. And Preled. Alex, I think. Then you have Manuela down there shooting against Chat Post. One thing that we'll be adding to Eyes on Score is live scoring in these events. We haven't added that feature yet, so soon we will, and that way everybody can track it online as well. We were kind of hoping to have that ready for this tournament. It just didn't happen. There was too many other things that popped up that needed to be done, so that means that that was one of the ones that was dropped. But bracketing is coming.
Tonight I'm gonna feel alive, and no one won't be acting nice. So baby, go and start a fight. I'm in love with the city lights. Look, I'm enough of a big star. I got my girls and I got my cars. Come on here, baby, be a buzz. Do whatever you want. Unlock your shop. We're about to pop. Whatever I do, not up to you. We're gonna shut it up. La la la. Let's stop, won't stop. Unlock your shop. Whatever you do, not up to you. We're gonna shut it up. Today I found out what I want. It's everything you never had. It's been a lifetime feeling sad, feeling sorry for the things that might make you mad. But I'm back, who's back? You ain't even sorry. All you do is make people around you damn worry. I know it might sound just a little bit corny. Now I know where I stand. Don't even have a plan. Unlock your shop. We're about to pop. Whatever I do, not up to you. We're gonna shut it up. La la la. Let's stop, won't stop. Unlock your shop. Whatever you do, not up to you. We're gonna shut it up.
As you can see, scores are starting to update. Andrew Z is down there leading 57-55. I can't see all the scores. Whenever they walk away, I can see. You have Rendon with a 58 and Peyton with a 53. We have Aiden leading by 1 point against Logan. Like I've said, this game, when you're looking at the top 16, anything can happen. So there's no guarantee with where you place that you will move on quickly or easily. This game's tough. These guys, a lot of these archers are very good. Once I see them step up to the line, I'll be able to maybe explain to you who is leading. All right, so it is 58-57. You have Crash leading Case by 1 point. When I saw Julia Cook walk away, it looks like she's ahead by 1 point against Adam Shackelford. You have Chap Post leading 4-0, so if he wins this one, he is done. If it's a tie, they are done, and he moves on to the next round. All right, third end of scoring. All right, these are the compounders. So John Michael gets to move on. He has a bye. Looks like his archer didn't show up. Noah's down by 1 point to Keegan. Keegan with 55-54. Rendon 58-53, so 58 for Rendon. It is 55-57. Andrew against. Oh, my eyes are like messing with me. That's Sam Dabney. Okay, I see her now. You have Madison Wood against Emery De Hoyos, and Madison is up by 3. Aiden has a 1 point lead against Logan Saxman. But this game's tough. USA Archery has it's an X to get a 10, so very hard to hit that X, and so there could be big swifts, big swifts, changes. I can't even speak today. So we'll see. We'll have one more end here. Well, we have 3 more ends. 2 more after this. But everything will start we'll see which ones are close, which ones to really watch. I'll have Aaron we'll focus on some of the targets and see, especially at the end.
I've been feeling lost. I've been feeling empty. I've been holding on to.
All right, we're back. Chap's leading Manuela. I'm looking at the names. I don't know some of these kids, unfortunately. Let's see. Madeline is about to win her match. Matthew Parmenter is about to win his match against Elise. We have Natalie and Benjamin shooting against each other, and it's 3-1. What that means is that there was a tie, and they both get 1 point for a tie. Micah and Ethan are shooting against each other on the end, and Ethan has a lead 4-0. So if the ones that have 4, if they win, then they move on. Even the one that's 3-1. So if Natalie wins, she gets 5, and then she moves on. All right, so we're coming. What he is saying is that some of the recurve matches are coming to an end, and we'll have those winners. I'm about to pass the baton off to Ellie and Emmy, and they're going to go ahead and do live coverage of this part of the shoot-off. Wendy and I will be back when it comes down to the gold medal and silver, or gold medal match and the bronze medal match. So here you go.
To the start and heal my scars. I know I can do I put out my heart, gave it my all. In the end, it didn't matter. I'll go back to the start and heal my scars. I know I can do better. But now I've been feeling lost. I've been feeling empty. I've been holding on to someone that really wasn't worth it. I put out my heart, gave it my all. In the end, it didn't matter. I'll go back to the start and heal my scars. I know I can do better. But now I've lost all my hope. Couldn't find a remedy. Now I'm all alone and I'm broken. This mess I have created, and I don't wanna stay here. I put out my heart, gave it my all.
Hey guys,
Hey.
this is Ellie and Emmy. We are back.
We are.
So we are watching the youth shoot off right now. We have compounders and
Recurve, it looks like.
recurve in one range and barebow in another.
Yep, they just finished
They just finished their fifth.
the 16th shoot off for the 16th. So you had all 16 shooting, and then this will be the top 8. So you can see the points down there. Oh, not anymore. Hello.
So how this one will work is you will have your We Determined State Championship
Yes, we
this
did.
afternoon. And so now you have your top 16 competing against each other for the shoot-off. So number 1 will go against number 16, number 2 against number 15,
And on and on.
and on it
Yeah.
goes. So how these work are by tally points. So you will have
For the recurve and
for the
barebow.
recurve and barebow.
Yes.
So if you tie an end, each person will get 1 point.
Yes.
If you win, you will get 2 points, and if you lose, you get 0 points. And then they look at who has the highest points after 5 ends.
So that's what they've just completed, is the first set of those.
Compound is a little bit different. So compound runs on a running total. So it'll just be who has the highest total score by the end of those 5 ends.
Yeah, so it's a possible of 150 points. And then they look at who is leading in each of the brackets.
Yep. So right now they just finished their fifth end. So they moved their targets around and they will get ready to do their next set of matches. So how that will work is the winner of the winner of the first and 16th match will then go against.
So it'll be the top 8. So first we'll go against 8 and on. And then they'll take those 8 and they will do the top 4. So, although I guess they're doing the top 6 because top 6 get payouts.
Yes, top 6 will
So,
get payouts.
Here they
So
are.
here they go in their second set.
I believe, anyway.
So these are all compounders in here.
Yes, on the top line, it's all compound. So I'm not sure if they finished their 5 or not.
No, there's still 16 archers on the line.
Okay, just kidding, guys. So we've got lots of youth archers out there today.
It was a very, very good
There's a lot of
tournament
tight
this afternoon.
scores
There were a
this
lot of
afternoon.
tight scores.
Yes. So they are in the middle of their in their 4th end then.
Yep. So over all the
they're-
way on the right, you have Crash de Hoyos, and he is shooting against Case Scott.
Okay, so he's shooting right next to him.
Yes. And then you'll have Logan Saxton.
Oh, no, we don't have Logan Saxton.
Oh, he's down. He was down on the left.
Oh, okay.
So they're just in a different order than they are on the computer. Okay.
So if you were following along today on Eyes on Scores, that would be it's not the top 16 in each age division, it's the top 16 total of barebow, total of compound, and total of recurve.
Yes, so the state championship awards were based solely on your age division and gender.
Yes.
So you had barebow U13 women's, barebow U13 men's, and so on and so forth. This money shoot was just the overall top 16
Yes, so men,
boys
women
and girls
combined.
combined in their one bow class.
And here's our recurves. There's some of our younger recurves here, but they still made it into the top 16, which is pretty awesome. So each of the kiddos who are shooting next to each other are competing against each other. So it's not just like this person is shooting on this end and another person is shooting in the middle. They're actually competing against who they're shooting next to, which actually can be kind of intimidating because you're not only knowing that you're shooting against them, you can actually see where their arrows are landing. So like if one of the kids, let's say, shoots a 10, and then you see it and you're like, oh man, now I got to shoot a 10, you know. So that's a really neat thing about this. It kind of prepares them for bigger shoots like Lancaster and Vegas when they get to the point that they are in the shoot-offs. So that's always really neat to see and to practice. And then they will bring out the stages after they narrow down their competitors a bit. So that's where they will have the stages with the lights on them, on the archer, and then the lights on the target.
And that's where Scott and Wendy from Raising
Yes,
Archer
they will
be
get
back
on.
to do the live feed then.
So you definitely want to jump on then. That will not be something you want to miss. That's going to be really exciting. So looks like that was her last arrow. So now they'll go down and score and see who has the higher points. So the compound will again still be the running total, and the barebow and recurve. Well, we don't have barebow in here. They are in the other range. They're in the 20-yard range. So you can see on the bottom that's their tally points. So that's why we still had some recurve shooting, but not everybody, because some of the kiddos had already finished. So like if one of the archers shot the entire time and won all of it, so they would have their 2 points, 2 points, and 2 points, and they only go to 6 on that. So that's why we were thinking they were finished, because some of them did, because it's match points, and then everyone else will be finishing up. So that's why you have some down there that say 2 and 4, and some down there that say 6. So this must be their this must be their fourth end.
Yep. So we have for compound, we have Crash de Hoyos shooting against Case Scott. And this is going from left to right across the range on your camera. Then we have Adam Shackelford against Julia Cook. John Michael against Alexander Humans. Noah Hughes against Keegan Grisman. Rendon Brooks shooting against Peyton Smith. Samantha Dabney against Andrew Z. Madison Wood against Amory DeHoyes. And Aiden Malloy against Logan Saxton.
All right.
So there are lots of great compounders out there. And then recurve is also on this range. Recurve, you had Chat Post shooting against Manuela Berenhauser.
We're very sorry if we say your name wrong.
And then we had Micah Z against Ethan Chan. Harish Karatinia against Emma Zhang. Benjamin Yi shooting against Natalie Chikoming. Matthew Parmenter against Elise Chan. And Alexandri Gada against Madeline Yi. So lots of... Oh, did I miss one?
Yeah, you missed one. That one.
Oh, and then we had Harley Kinney against Dietrich Senkarita.
All right, so it looks like most, if not all, of the recurves are done. So they shoot their matches until they get to 6 points. But if they have a tie, they only shoot 5. So then they will do a 1-arrow shoot-off, I believe. I think that's how they're doing it today. So that'll be really neat to see, because then it doesn't matter. Like if you shoot a 6 and then a 5 and then a 10, it doesn't matter. It matters what your first arrow is, whichever one is closest to the middle. So you want to make sure you have that perfect shot off first, so that you're getting that spot. It looks like. I was just saying that it looks like if they had a tie, then they would do a 1-arrow shoot off because they're only shooting till 5. But
Yes.
it looks like they're done on 7. So we might have one more end. Yes, so we'll have one more end for the recurves on bale number 2. You can see where Julia's walking back from. She is shooting compound on that bale as well.
So the big difference down here between the compounders and the recurvers are their 10 ring.
Yes. Yes, so the compounds are still using the Baby X, as some people like to call it. It's that dime size circle on the target, whereas the recurves and barebows will shoot the larger 10 ring, which is about, I guess it's a little bit bigger than a $50. So it's a little bit bigger, but again, their bows are not as they're not as forgiving. So it's not cheating or anything, because everyone in their division will shoot the bigger 10 ring, and then everyone in compound will shoot the smaller 10 ring. And we call that the X ring. So just like they did this morning, they're using the same scoring rules and everything like that. And again, they get to pick if they're on single spot or 3 spot, which it looks like all of our compounds are 3 spot.
Yes.
Which
and
is-
that'll be common because
Yeah.
typically the most advanced compound archers will be on 3 spots.
Exactly. You don't want to keep breaking arrows, even though it is fun to do once you get your Robin Hood. So you have Logan facing us, and then he is shooting against, oh, I have the wrong paper.
Aiden Malloy.
Aiden Malloy, all right. They're shooting
So that's
off,
the,
so that
then
would
the
be
Texas
first
archery
and-
jersey and that red, white, and blue jersey.
Yes. Oh, okay, I was wrong. So that's 2nd and 15th shooting off. And you have Amory right behind them and Madison, and they are shooting off. Madison came in 7th going into this, and Amory was 10th going in. Then we have Andrew Z shooting against Samantha Dabney. So he came in sitting 6th, and she came in sitting 11th. Then we have Peyton Smith with Rendon Brooks right behind her. Rendon came in 3rd, and Peyton came in 14th. We have Keegan.
And again, these numbers are all of the boys
Yes,
and girls
combined.
combined.
Right,
So
and-
like Rendon came in top in her category for state.
Yes. I believe so.
But then she came in third overall boys and girls
Right.
in the youth division.
So that's a really neat thing to see because you can come in sitting in, 10th, 7th, whichever, but actually move up further than you did originally because maybe you had not the best morning or afternoon or evening, depending on when you shot. But here, it only matters what you're shooting currently.
So we only have one recurve pair left. They are currently tied. They each have 4 points, which means they've each won 2 matches.
Or they've tied everyone.
Yes. So this is 3T and Harley. And they came in 8th and 9th overall, so they are pretty evenly
Yeah, it looks like
matched
it.
here, it looks like.
And they take turns. It's really nice. Well, they don't have to.
They don't have to take
they
turns
were
here.
taking turns.
For the finals later on, when they bring out the stage, they will take turns on that one.
Yes.
You will have one archer shoot while the other archer waits, and then it'll switch whose clock is going. They are still on a timer here.
Yes.
They still have their 2 minutes to shoot all
so they
3
still have 50,
arrows.
50 seconds right now. So just under a minute. And I believe this is their 3rd arrow. That's what it looked like. Those beautiful recurve bows.
Yep. So you'll see a little bit of a different form here. And a lot of that is different personal preference. Like the elbow arcing up, that typically means that your archer is either highly flexible or double jointed, and that is just the way their elbow bends.
Nothing wrong with it.
The elbow bending down is a more typical form that you will see, or sticking straight out. But that is just
See
dependent
how
on
they
the archer.
did.
So as they walk down, they will score these arrows. Compounders
It should be their last.
Should be their last end. It should be recurve's last end as well.
Everyone's clapping for them. I can hear that.
So this is where half of our archers will be eliminated.
Yeah, so we'll go from the top 16 to the top 8. So that is super exciting. So they're going to see if they have any ties right now.
If they do have ties, that will typically go to a 1 arrow shoot
Right,
off.
like we were talking about earlier. So it's whichever one is closest to the X ring itself, to the X itself. Because there's tiny little, well, they're actually pluses. They're actually not X's in the middle of the target. So
Everyone calls them X's,
yes,
though.
some targets do have X's, but these actually have tiny little pluses. So it'll be whichever one comes closest. And sometimes they will actually bring out rulers and tape measures to see. Well, I think they have a fancy
Which one
tool
is
for it.
closest
But
to the center?
yes. So they will be looking at that right now. Some people are already changing their numbers. That's their score above on the top. So it looks like Rendon just changed hers. And some of the other kids haven't changed theirs yet. So we'll have to see.
So that's what Ellie was saying. That very top number is their running
Yes.
score, and then the yellow numbers on the bottom are the recurvers' tally scores.
All right, so it looks like Rendon won her match. She's got a 145 and Peyton has a 135.
I think it's a tie between that recurve and a 1 arrow shoot off.
So it looks
so
like
we'll have
we will
one
have a
one-arrow
1 arrow shoot
shoot-off?
off between the recurves. That's exciting to see. Doesn't look like anyone else has moved their points over yet. Oh, almost. Looks like John Michael is moving his over. He shot a 139. And it doesn't look like Alexander has moved her points. It looks like she just left them. So it looks like some people are just taking down their targets and some people are putting up their scores. So that'll be interesting to see who is winning. We'll get those for y'all in just a minute. So those boards are like really neat because you can flip them to make whatever number you need for your score. And it's just easier to keep everyone on the same page as to who is winning. So it looks like
Crash won his.
looks like it with a 143 to a 140. That's a pretty close match. And then it looks like we have a
Julia won hers,
yep,
it looks like.
a 140. Who had the 140? Adam. So Adam shot a 140 and Julia shot a 142. So she won their match. I'm going to assume John Michael won his because Alexandra didn't put up her score. But I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So they're going to do the one arrow shoot off real quick. So look at that. People are hugging. That's so nice. Because everyone's still friends. So even though they're shooting off against each other, does not mean that it's bad. Like, oh, I got mad at this person. Everyone is like super nice and really encouraging to each other. So you got to see a little
That's
bit of
always
that.
fun to see at archery tournaments is how
Brendan and
much
Peyton
they
giving
support each
a
other.
hug.
And I believe they both took first
I think
in
so.
their classes
Yes,
in
their divisions.
the state tournament.
So they're getting all those targets out of the way, and they're going to do a one arrow shoot off for the recurve. So we'll have to
Yes,
see
and
who
that will
is
be
closer.
between Drudy and Harley.
Okay. You got all the judges walking back.
The judges will also always be the last ones off the range just to make sure that everything's clear and it is ready to begin the next line.
All right.
All right,
let's
so
see.
we're going to have the one arrow shoot off. And Sean's down there explaining the rules of the one arrow shoot off, and they'll get them both set up.
Hit my head.
All right, while they're doing that, we're going to have an interview.
Not hit my head.
Yes, so we have Peyton Smith and Samantha Dabney.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, so
How was y'all's shoot off?
It went.
Terrible.
Oh, we're going to pause this for just a second to go back to the one arrow shoot off. We will be right back.
all right, so we'll see
All right, so
this.
this is back to Drudy and Harley.
Get a
This is
close up
where-
on that
let's
target.
see
Look
if
at
we
that.
can zoom up on that target a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that was super fast.
Nice. So it looks like Drudy is the winner of that one.
Look how close that is, y'all. That's crazy. And their targets are so close too. That is amazing. So yes. So she will go on.
All right, so now we will go back.
We're going to go back to Peyton and Samantha. Y'all are back on.
Oh, okay. Hi.
So
So how was y'all's shoot-offs?
Terrible.
It went.
It went okay.
it went.
Yeah,
you,
it went.
You completed it. That's what's important.
This is true. I almost beat Andrew, but it was 2 points. Yeah, 2 points I lost.
That's really close.
Mine was 10 points.
Well,
Well,
you were shooting against.
You were
Yes.
shooting against Rendon,
Brendan
though.
came in third, so I mean, in the overall, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So tell us what bows y'all shoot. You both shoot compound, correct?
Yeah.
Which brands do y'all shoot?
You
Do
go
you know?
first.
Hoyt.
All right.
I shoot a Hoyt.
You both shoot Hoyt.
Yes.
Y'all shoot
Yeah.
the same. Like
That's why they both
exact
have
same.
white hats on.
Yeah, but like, do y'all shoot the same exact bow? Like, do y'all both shoot Prevails or Invictas or?
Um,
Hang on, let's see if we can get some of this.
my mind just blanked. I forgot what bow I shoot.
I have a podium.
I shoot a
Oh,
Pro
podium.
Comp Elite FX.
Yeah, you do. You do. Because I used to
Okay.
have whoa. I used to have one like that.
I'm getting a new bow though.
Oh, that's exciting.
Hopefully it'll come in soon.
What are you getting?
Stratus.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So
Do you have a
Stratus
color
is the
preference?
newest.
Gray. Well,
Okay.
I don't know. What is it called?
It's like slate or
Charcoal
something.
Yeah.
It's either
Oh,
slate or
okay.
charcoal.
That'll look very nice.
I think it's slate.
Yeah, that
Slate.
could be right.
Not
I
charcoal.
don't know. Why do you think I would know?
I don't know.
So how long have y'all each been shooting?
Peyton, we'll start with you. I just picked. Sorry, it's not personal.
Oh,
2
I've,
years.
2 years. Okay.
I've been shooting for like 4 or 5.
All right. So
And
that's
y'all both shoot with Texas Archery.
Yes.
Yes.
nice. So how did y'all get into archery?
Peyton, you go first.
Okay. Well, I started when I was 4 years old. My grandpa got me into it.
Oh,
and
wow.
then I like stopped when I was, I don't know how old, but I stopped for 2 years. And then I started back 2021. And so, yeah,
Nice. So did you always shoot compound, or did you start with barebow?
compound.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Sam?
What my mom tells me is that I woke up one Christmas and was like, hey, I want to shoot. I'll do archery. And then we got thrown into this. I started out with, I had a lesson. My very first lesson was at CNS with Michael, and I shot a Genesis with fingers.
Oh, yeah.
No finger tab, just my fingers for like 2.5 hours straight. It was awful.
Wow.
Just because my fingers hurted. And then I came down to Texas Archery, and I got, I think a Raddick was my first bow, a Mission Raddick.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so a Genesis would be the bare compound without any let off or anything.
Yeah.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Do you believe that I used to shoot compound with my fingers too?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
So did you shoot your regular compound bow just with fingers instead of a release aid? Or did you have a Genesis bow?
I think something like a Genesis, but yeah, something like a Genesis.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. So you both kind of like started out on the Genesis side, and then you're like, yeah, compound's way better.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite, what's your favorite archery memory? Like, do you have a favorite tournament you've been at?
Or do you have like a favorite like setting? Like, do you like shooting indoors or outdoor, 3D?
I like shooting indoor, and
I also like indoor.
Yeah,
I
my-
like shooting at A&M.
Oh, yeah. A&M is
I
pretty
like
awesome.
shooting
A&M is a
Vegas.
nice-
I've never
Oh,
been.
yeah.
I wanted to go this year, but we didn't make it.
I've only went this year. It's my first time this year, and I got first
You
place.
won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
won.
that. Very impressive. So what did you think of Vegas?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. Pretty great experience.
So do you have any goals for your archery in 2023?
For 20 yards, to shoot no eights in a tournament, and then for 10 yards, since I'm 11, I'm still a cub. For 10 yards,
Yeah, you're
to
a
shoot
child.
That's not very nice. I'm not a child. I'm a preteen. Okay.
Okay.
A preteen.
You're the preteen that I've adopted as my little sister.
Okay. For 10 yards to shoot a 60x.
Nice.
Oh, have fun with
Very
that.
nice.
So that would be on a Siwat
on
target,
a Siwat
correct?
target
Yes.
face.
Nice.
And that is the 1 through 5s that
Yes.
we were talking about.
The
this
blue
morning.
faces, blue and white.
What about you, Sam?
I think for indoor to shoot my silver, and outdoor to shoot my bronze, and maybe
Okay.
silver too.
Wow. Okay. So indoor silver would be 290. Do you know what the outdoor is?
I can look it up. I have it in my phone somewhere.
So those are those ranking pins that we talked about earlier. That's USA Archery's ranking pins. So after you get past the top 8, then you would go into the Olympian pins. So those are pretty good goals to have.
Do y'all have a favorite discipline, like indoor, outdoors, 3D?
They said they liked indoors.
I like indoor.
Indoor.
Okay, bronze outdoor for 50 meters, which is where I'm at, is 330, and then silver is 340.
Wow.
Nice.
There's some good
Those
goals.
are no small
Yeah.
achievements.
I got my bronze, silver, and gold for 18 meters. Or no, it's 25 meters, right?
Whatever the
Oh, for
yeah,
outdoors?
25
Yeah,
outdoors.
27
Yes.
yards.
Yeah,
25 meters.
Julia also has hers because she
Yeah.
was shooting 25
it's
for a while.
pretty easy.
I never got to shoot 25. I started at 30.
So that's because of your age? Is that
Yeah.
correct? Oh, okay.
I started when I was like 13.
So did y'all both start out at Texas Archery?
Yes, I
Yes.
started out when it was still Woodlands Joad.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I've been in this program my whole time.
Y'all are both
awesome.
authentic Texas archers.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all so much for coming and talking to us.
Yes, and congrats on today. Y'all both shot really well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so they are starting.
Well into their next
Yes.
rounds.
So, see if we can go over to them in a moment. So, it looks like we have the top 8 of each going at the moment, and we'll show those in a few minutes. So, if you guys haven't checked out the Eyes on Score today, you got to see how everyone did, all the placings for the state championships. Oh, there they are. So it looks like we have a recurve in the middle and then compound on both sides.
Yes, so we're now shooting
Nope, just
one.
kidding. They're both, so compound is on the left and then recurve is on the right. They're just also shooting 3 spot.
Yes.
All right.
So we have one more interview for y'all. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
All right, so go ahead and introduce yourselves for us.
You want to go first? My name's Manuela, and I shoot Olympic recurve, and I'm 15 years old.
All righty.
My name is Kay Scott, and I shoot a Matthews TRX 34.
All right, so you're a compound shooter. So how long have y'all been in archery? When did you first get started?
I was started when I was 3.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
So you've been shooting for a while now.
Yes, ma'am.
I started like almost 2 years ago, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So what got you into archery?
I don't know. I just really liked it, but my parents didn't really like put me in a class or whatever. But then I watched like the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and yeah, I just begged them, and then they put me in lessons. Yeah.
So did you start out at Texas Archery?
No, actually, I started out in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I've been here for like almost a year now in Texas Archery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very neat. What about you, Case?
I started at Triple Edge Archery.
Oh, okay. And then you came over, or are you still with them?
No, ma'am, I'm still with Triple Edge Archery.
Oh, okay.
What
Very
got you
neat.
into archery?
My dad.
Does he like to hunt?
Yes, ma'am, he shot competitive and he hunted.
Oh, okay. So kind of both worlds then. Alrighty. Well, how did y'all's shoot-off go? How did y'all feel like it went? Have you ever shot in a shoot-off before?
Yes, ma'am, I've shot in one, except for this one.
Oh, okay. What did you think of this one?
I like this one. I just had one little uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes that happens. What about you, Manuela?
Yeah, I think I've shot in like 2 other like tournaments that I had like shoot-offs.
Oh, okay.
And this one was nice. I think I'm proud of myself.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and sometimes it's hard when you, like, even if your arrows don't land as well, but then you still had a good shot. So,
Do y'all have a favorite tournament that you've shot?
Probably the 3D tournament in Paris, Texas.
oh, very nice. That's really neat. Manuela?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, I'm liking this one so far, and like I went to like the national one in Brazil. That was pretty cool also.
So do y'all like 3D, outdoor, field, indoor?
I like 3D the best.
You like 3D the best? Oh, okay.
I think I like outdoor maybe the best.
Okay.
I
So outdoor
also
target
really
or
like
field?
indoor. What?
Outdoor target or field? Or both?
Field, I think maybe outdoor.
Yeah?
Target. I don't know. I like both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In general.
So do y'all have any goals for 2023 in archery?
Not to lose again.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to get better, like more consistent with practice. Yeah.
Okay. Those are some pretty good goals to have. Alrighty.
Well, thank y'all so much.
Yes,
for
thank y'all for joining us today.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right.
Well, thank y'all.
Thank you.
So we are back. I think they said this is their
This
second
is their
scoring
second
round.
scoring round.
Yep.
So we have compounders on. Well, as you're looking at it, you have compounders at this angle on the right and recurve on the left.
Yes.
And all those scores are pretty close right now.
Yes, we will show you all those in just a minute.
This is a group of really evenly matched
Oh
archers.
yeah, these are like some of the best youth like I've ever seen shoot.
So they're headed down to score.
So this is your top 8. So they'll shoot these 5 ends, and then it'll be the top 4. And I believe that's when they'll bring out the podiums. So that'll be really exciting to see. So here we go. Get to see some of those. So this past one was their second. So it looks like for recurve, we have 2 that are 2 of the girls have won both of them. And then
On the recurve?
yeah. Is that
Gotcha.
correct? Do you have
So
that?
yes, so recurve.
Oh, just kidding. We're going to compound. All
Going
right.
to compound.
So
All right, so
Crash
that is
has
Julia
a
and Crash shooting against each other.
50. Oh, maybe 57.
57.
All right. See what.
So
Julia
that means
turns
he is
over.
only 3 down from perfect.
Yes, he's a shot. 3 9s, I believe, and then John Michael is a 54. See. So Keegan shot a 51. So 57. Okay. Julia shot. Oh, she hasn't moved hers yet. So they are still continuing theirs. Oh, there we go. Logan's going to move his. So he shot. Let's see, what did he shoot? He shot a 50. 57 as well. We have lots of 57s down there.
So on the floor right now, we have Crash and Julia. We have John, Michael, and Keegan. Rendon and Andrew Z. And Madison Wood. Madison Wood and Logan Saxton.
All right, let's see how they did. So it looks like leading right now. Who do we have?
Leading right
Looks
now,
like
we have Crash
leading.
is leading by 1 point.
Yes. And then who is on?
Keegan is
leading
by 3 points.
Yeah. And then Rendon is leading by 1. Who's our last, Bill?
And Logan's
Logan's
also
leading by 1.
by
Wow,
1.
look how
So
close
it
that
is
is.
a very close one on
And
the
then for
compound
recurve,
side.
we have, it looks like one person won once, and then they tied maybe? That
Yeah,
looks like
so
the
the
case on
recurve
all but
again
one.
is the tally scores. So we have
Yes.
Chap and Driti, and then we have
And which target are they on? Which way is that going? Do we know?
yes, that is going to the left to the right,
Yes, okay.
or at this camera angle from the right to the left because it is backwards.
So you can kind of see, look at that. That's a really cool view. All those compounders. A lot of their form looks actually really similar. It looks like Julia's our only lefty today. Well, shooting left-handed. She's not actually left-handed, but it's kind of interesting.
It's really cool at this angle because you can see, you can just see things in their form that you would not otherwise see. You can see some of that really nice alignment.
So yeah, so right there you have Chap and Edie. And then, oh, they stepped off the line. It looks like it's going to be pretty close. It looks like Ethan has won both of his matches